Hello everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2022. We're back here in Elmcreek, about to get in an accident. We've got a little bit of a convoy going on here for just a little bit of show. Off camera, I did another little silage contract, and I was trying to line up a bit of a parade here. And I tried to have it lined up where we would have our mower, our windrower, our baler, the wrapper, and then of course the transport of the bales. So that didn't work out too well. So I think what we're gonna have to do is maybe clear the street here in a second. Oh my goodness. Hopefully the local sheriff doesn't come by, because that would be bad. So let me. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take some of these bales, and I'm not sure how many. They're different size compared to the ones over there, because this time I was wise enough to borrow the equipment. So let's get this over with, and let's see how much we're gonna make from this quick little contract. We're just gonna see how many bales actually require to fill this contract. Now, one of the things you'll notice, these are silage, and I'm gonna have to check the ones I just did last time. I assumed, incorrectly I think, that you required, for what I would have to sell, to wait for it to ferment. But not the case here. Not the case. So we're just gonna take these off here. Let's see if we can get these off. There's another strap hiding here. And one more should do it. Maybe we'll remove this guy here. And that contract is done. So an extra $456. And we're left with 4 bales. Now these bales are much smaller than the last ones, but we do get about $8,000, which really helps things along. Now, I really wanted to, well, I really didn't want to do another silage contract, but we're here in the month of June. Whoa. And yeah, let's pretend I'm super strong and this is real. So let's get you back on there, buddy. You little buckaroo. I want to make sure I can afford the chicken coop as well as some chickens after we harvest the wheat. There likely will be another contract we can take in July. Hopefully it's a fertilizing contract, or maybe it'll be a cultivating contract. But we do need to get to our spring harvest. I guess technically summer harvest, summer. I guess summer harvest technically for July. So let's get these unloaded and let's move on to July. It is finally July, and we get to pull out our harvester for the first time in a long time. And we've got a lot of spring work to do, I guess summer work to do, sorry. We have our canola fields as well as our wheat fields. So they're both ready here in the month of July. So our main goal is we'll get them harvested. I would also like to probably get, at least I think it's field 44, a little small field, all cleaned up. Because I think we're very close to being able to buy our chicken coop. We'll have a look. I think it's $75,000, so that's a big investment. But I think that investment is going to pay off. But we'll have to see whether they have enough for chickens. Otherwise, we might have to either look to sell a few things or perhaps take another contract on. But we'll look-see. We'll have a look-see. But this should go relatively fast. Our 2 front fields are canola. The small field 44, I think it is wheat, as well as the other field we bought last year. So let's get this harvest done. we're just finishing up our last lap here of our canola field. And it looks like we'll be able to get all of the canola into the combine without having to unload it, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Saves an extra step. Of course, we might have jinxed ourselves. Now you can see there a nice little beehive. It's the largest one there, so hopefully this has added to the productivity of this field. And our 41 silage bales from the last episode that we brought over here. Hoping to turn that into some big money down the road. So yeah, we're just going to finish this up. We'll hit 87%. 87. No. Okay, so we've got our combine here. Let's just get it over to the silo. We can unload that. Unlike my... Oh, wait a minute. We did miss a piece here. Let's get this coming up here. I guess we can lower it as we get closer, gain a little speed. And there we go. We'll take every little bit, and that should hopefully bring us to our 87%. Come on. Big percentage, big percentage. There we go. 87%. Awesome. So we'd be able to come out, and we don't want to put it in the trailer. I think we can raise that up. And we'll just drop it in our silo right here. Just as we wait for all that canola to empty, let's have a look-see. Best price is $17.28. Yeah, we're a ways away, so later in November, we'll look to potentially sell this canola. We'll see. We just might see if we can buy the production for this to turn it into canola oil. But in the meantime, we've got this field here to harvest as well. So this one is likely where we're going to place our first chicken coop. And maybe a couple other productions or a greenhouse or something to that effect. This isn't a very large field. It's extremely small. And it's just, I don't think it's worth the effort. And if we need to place things like a chicken coop or sheep pen or something to that effect, this would be a very good place. Similar to how we got rid of that decorative building and put our first greenhouse. See, the lettuce is piling up, but still got space. And we're not looking to sell the lettuce yet. But that's a nice, easy production to manage. Just need to add water to the greenhouse. Now, as I understand it, there are some modded greenhouses on ModHub that do require manure as well. Apparently that was the case in Farming Simulator 2019, but as of now, the base game ones here just require water. I guess it makes some sense to have fertilizer capability to increase the yields, but in the case of the mods, and I guess last year it was also needed to actually produce the produce. So it is what it is. I think we can avoid a quick time lapse here. We've almost boxed ourselves in here to a square, quite literally. So it won't take too much more time. And then we can hop over to the other field. And then we can have a look-see as to where we stand for the rest of this particular episode. Oh, you know what? Oh. You know what I just realized we forgot to turn on? And that is, and I just hit the button. Oh yeah, the hay. So now we got it on. Oh, it's like, why does this look so much like the canola field? Yep, now we know. It's because I forgot to activate it to have this nice little swath. And I was trying to do it for the canola. I'm like, oh, just keep it on. But I guess it knew I was right next to the canola field. I guess it blocked me activating it. So, that's a little frustrating because I was thinking there was something else I'm supposed to do with these fields, with wheat fields. So we'll definitely have it on here. Now, if you recall, we don't have a big, massive baler. We've got the smallest, little, teeniest, tiniest rectangular baler, which will work for now. In fact, one of the things I've realized I have forgotten to check is the used machinery sale. Now, I'm not really looking to spend the money, so it's kind of could be tempting fate. But if it's a really, really good deal on something, it's going to be hard to pass up on. So let's come in and have a look at the used equipment sale. Okay, thank goodness there's only this tree planter, which is not of current value to us. So let's hop over to the other field here. We'll get it going, and then I think I'll get a tractor going and getting the baling on at least field 44 while this worker. So we'll do the headland here. Get things cleared up. And even this in itself, this field isn't large, so it would be nice to buy this field and connect these two fields up. Probably, you know, that's the field I really want next because it is the larger. We'd probably keep those disconnected just to keep the path, because I can see us eventually expanding to those fields there as well. I would like to keep, at least at the beginning, the fields that I buy close to the farm. Just makes it a little more efficient to get to and from. And it'll be a long while before we can afford a field like Field 71, which in itself actually isn't too far, but definitely not in the affordability range at this point in time. But we'll get there. We'll continue to build our farming empire, and I hope you join me for that empire building. Definitely looking for any tips or tricks. You know, I've mentioned that I'm looking to buy the chicken coop next. We might even get to that this particular episode, but we might have to wait, as we might not have enough money for the chickens as well. No point getting a chicken coop without having chickens to put in it. Now, we don't necessarily need to fill it up with chickens. We can probably just get maybe 50%. The chickens will reproduce, both giving us eggs and just magically other chickens. It's very nice of them. But if there's something else, like what should I be looking for next in terms of after the chicken coop? Should I be looking for another field, which is probably what I'd be leaning towards, because we will be losing the productivity of field 44. We're not going to replant anything in it, because it's just going to be, as we build it out, just a little unmanageable. Although maybe short term, while we wait to add more productions, I could put a little bit of grass. We do have at least the mowing equipment for that, and we can just pick it up with the baler. Although our tiny little baler, but we could use a windrower, that's for sure too. Should I? That's another question. Silage contracts are extremely profitable. Should I look to expand more equipment? But as you can see, for the most part, unless you're doing something like Field 71, I could just borrow the missing equipment. A little less efficient because, I did it off screen, but the field I just did at the start of the episode had just finished off. I had a separate baler, separate wrapper, which did take its time. But it's such a small field, it wasn't too bad. But if you get to multiple fields or larger fields, that is definitely time consuming. And so we'll just get this set up here. We're gonna then turn it on to the worker while we get the baler for field 44. Let's find a tractor. This tractor will do nicely. So this won't take as long to bale 44, so we probably will do the other field that we're currently doing. So as you can see, this is the baler we bought very early on. It might have even been the first episode, I'll be honest. I can't remember right now. So we'll lower it, get things going, and we'll just kind of come up here to field 44. Maybe I notice we do lose a lot of speed, obviously, once we turn it on. So we'll turn it off, turn it back on. Oh, we had a little bit left. Well, that's good. So that's another thing is I would love to have a larger baler. So even if I do, so I think the piece of equipment, the next mowing equipment I'd love to really invest in is a bigger, better baler. Simply because, you know, if there's any excess from those contracts, I would be able to keep it. Oh, speaking of keeping it, we're keeping our worker waiting because the combine is full. Probably should have emptied it. So what we'll do is we will... Oop, we don't want the equipment. Let's just come on over. Yeah, we should have emptied the combine before we started the field because it was already a third full. But that's fine. We'll just come over here. I love this black trailer here. Looks pretty slick. Oh, so that will damage crop if it's the combine isn't spinning. Okay. Note it. And we can get the worker hired while we do a little more baling. So we can go ahead and actually just unload the combine direct into the silo. There's no need to empty it twice. I'm not even sure whether it can, the wagon there can actually take the rest of what's in this combine. But since we have to head this way anyways, we might as well just drop it off and then we can put away the combine for now. You know, I'm sure there's going to be a nice harvest contract that will come up that will use our combine, and depending on the size of the field, let's actually just get better situated here, and depending on the size of the field, you know, we could also borrow the equipment to make it go a little faster, and of course that's assuming the harvest contract is something this combine can harvest. You know, it can't do cotton as an example, or olives or grapes or things of that nature. Why am I sitting here? Let's bring the truck back as well. We can move the combine as soon as we get back over there. And we've got a little bit left of hay to pick up. Now, I do not think... sorry, straw, not hay. I do not think I will collect all that, at least on camera. That's definitely a little tedious. So we'll just stop here. Oh, because the engine shuts off as I hop out. I forgot that's how I'm playing this game. So, but in the meantime, we can take the combine and we can put it back in its bay. And let's just see how well we can back this up. There we go. Oop. Got a little cocky. There we go. And then we can just take this trailer here. Just come right up. Empty it. And this wheat that we have will allow us to store for... Come on. Come on. We can store for our chickens. I don't think we'll end up selling any of it. I don't think that makes sense at this stage. Let's just spin around. Spin-o-rama. Do a nice little turn here. Because my backing up skills leave much to be desired. Oh, I know what was going on. I kept on hitting the controls. I'm like, why aren't you going up? Well, I was raising it, lowering it, raising it, lowering it, raising it, lowering it. Up, down, up, down. There we go. So let me just zip along and finish collecting all the straw. And we'll be right back. We're back, and you notice that things look a little different. Had some recording issues. Now, in this case, I do believe it was chair to keyboard interface issues, aka me. When I was recording, at least up to this point, it was getting later in the evening, getting a little tired, and I thought I'd record it basically collecting all the straw, or I should say baling all the straw, but that's not appearing to be the case. So we have started collecting the hay bales, or sorry, the straw bales. I always make that mistake. I'm going to do that. I'm going to quickly finish this off screen because as you have seen, my loading skills leave much to be desired. So we're going to do that and we'll hop back on be right back. Notice we've had a slight change of plans here. I did go into the mod hub and I ended up buying, and I really just swapped it out for dollar, this auto loading version of the same trailer. It's still $8,000, but I'm just not that good with the finesse of doing this type of loading, and I was getting frustrating, and it was definitely getting to me and my enjoyment of the game. You know, and as you saw at the last episode, I really love the autoloader that came with, or sorry, technically that I did lease, and that was from the base game. So this is just going to make things a whole lot easier here for me. So we just need to keep kind of driving around and picking up as many bales as we can. Not sure why sometimes it's picking them up and other times it's not. So you can kind of come see through here. Let's see, these are the Xbox controls. But if we go to just look here, you can kind of see the fact that, oh, we're full. That's why. We can only hold 36 bales. That's fine. That's what was the problem. Now, this does make it a lot easier for us because I was considering just selling some. So let's come in here. We're going to come in, look at straw. Actually, what month are we in right now? We are in the month of July. So these are basically the lowest. So I think we can easily unload these off the field, which will definitely make gameplay quicker and easier. But let's see. Well, where could we park these that would make some good sense and out of the way? That is a very good question. Maybe here? What if we did unload them right here? Let's see if we can do that. There we go. Oh, please don't reload. Good. So now we can go pick up the rest of these. And we can put them there as well. As we drive right by. This truck is a little fast. And you can kind of see here, this is where a little bale rage happened. Did a few donuts with the truck. Maybe I should have recorded that, but I didn't. Just to get rid of the ones that were on it. Let's see. Will I be able to pick that one up or just drive right over it? There we go. Okay. Come over here. And this will make it quicker and easier, especially these bales are the smallest bales that we can do. I would love to replace them. I would also love not to drive over them. And the reason why I would love to replace that baler, as you can tell, although that looks good there. But as you can tell, these take a while. Now with the auto load trailer, this is a big help. And we've got them all. That's all. Whoa, 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 oh, whoa. You know, definitely some issues with game mechanics, but that's fine. That mod that gives me super strength does allow. Oh, I did miss a bale. Look at that. Does allow me to basically fix problems like that. There we go. So we can put all these now back over here. We'll unload them next to these bales, and they'll be really easy to pick up. Okay. Let's fix that. I think if we come in tip side right. Okay, there we go. And now if we unload them, there we go. In fact, we can leave the trailer, hop out, and we will unload these bales here. So I do think we're going to keep this nice and short episode here. We did get all our fields harvested. We did bale all the straw. You know, we got it moved thanks to this nice new auto load trailer. Like I say, this is the same design as the one on the base game, $8,000, but just does the auto loading, well, the bale loading for you. So with that, I would like to thank you very much for watching today's episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you're enjoying the content, please hit the little like button and leave a comment. And until next time, bye for now.